You ever find yourself opening a box just because you're curious what's inside and then you're not able to close it again? Well, that's me. Thanks for watching. Today we're taking a look at the GMADE Buffalo. A couple of weeks ago I got approached by the Korean Crips. At least I assume that it's them. This being a GMADE truck. That's of course it's super lame humor. I've never had a GMADE truck. There's some really cool branding going on, I guess. So this is I assume this is a Jose Aldo's face. If you're not familiar with Jose Aldo, then you're not watching enough MMA. So this is somebody who pressed their face on the grill and then they took a selfie. And that is apparently the GMADE logo. So there's two versions of this truck. I will try to sort of show you the picture that is on the box. So they have a Buffalo civilian version, which is the one that I got over here with a roof rack and everything. And GMADE also offers a Buffalo. Is it a Buffalo Soldier? At least it's like an army version, which has less accessories, and it does look really cool, but I just wanted to have the civilian version because otherwise I'm really tied to an army paint scheme and I don't want to be pushed in a certain direction with what I'm gonna do paint wise. Now this is a kit, so you need to fully assemble it. The chassis number is GS02F. Me being not familiar with GMADE trucks, I'm not sure if that's like a reiteration of something that they had before. Just to get this thing up and running, of course it being a kit, there's no electronics included. But I wanted to have all of the stuff from GMADE just so I can get this thing up and running. So I got this brushed ESC. This is a GMADE ESC, but I'm guessing that it is in fact like a hobby wing rebrand. So this is a 40 amp waterproof ESC, perfect for a brushed motor. The brushed motor that I got from them is this 27 turn motor. Really simple stock length can, so a 540 sized motor. I also got two Metal Gear servos, so these are pretty good when it comes to the torque specs. So it has stall torque of 13.2 kilograms per centimeters at 6 volts. There's two of them included, so I'm guessing this truck features either a 2-speed transmission or dig. Either way, that is pretty exciting because it means that there's also a lot to build. And I think the funniest thing in all of the electronic accessories that I've been sent by GMADE is this radio. I'm trying to find the receiver. You see that over here. This is a 4-channel receiver, so it's also a 4-channel radio. Makes sense, I guess. So you can tell that this is rebranded GMADE, or it is branded GMADE, because I'm not sure who actually manufactures this radio. What I do know is that I kind of like it. So when I got it, took it out of the bag because it comes in the bag, and I looked at the bottom because I wanted to put some batteries in it, and there's no way to put batteries in it from the bottom. There's this tab on the back that you need to push in, and by doing that you're able to slide out the entire grip like a true G. You can like disassemble your weapon, and then you can pull this tab out over here, and on the inside you will find that there's room to put 4 AA batteries to power this radio. So putting it together is a tiny bit finicky, so don't expect to look cool immediately on the track once you magically make this appear out of your pockets. If you are really hurting for space, for example, you can of course put this in your pockets and really have a super compact setup. But you can tell on the bottom there's two battery connecting points over there, and then also two in the grip, and they connect together by sliding this whole assembly together like, hold on, like that. And then it looks like this. It's a pretty good looking radio. Really compact, 4-channel, which I find surprising. So on the top you see your 3rd and 4th channel endpoint adjustment options. Your trim switches on the front over there, foam wheel. It looks pretty good. It feels also pretty nice. And I'm looking forward to see how this performs out on the trails. I'm still really bad at muting my stuff. Where were we before I was really bad at muting myself? Oh yeah, the Jose Aldo box full of GMADE stuff. You might think because it is GMADE, made by true G's, that it would come with like a G-Wagon body. That's not the case. This truck is a Chevrolet Blazer without licensing, so there's no licensed wheels, tires, no licensed body, but it doesn't make it less cool, I think. If you look at the picture on the box, if it looks anywhere close to what is on the picture, this truck is pretty cool. This is not a portal axle truck, so this has regular straight axles. This doesn't pack a ton of technical surprises, but with that, I don't think that that it needs any of that, because that's not anything that I think we're expecting from GMADE. GMADE in the past, they had a couple of not so realistic trucks, like for example the Komodo, the GOM. None of those really truly appeal to me. In this one, seeing that it is in fact a Chevrolet Blazer, a square body, I think it looks really cool, and therefore it is something that is, I think, a bit more desirable. You start off with these Fender Flares. There's also a bumper in here and a ton of chrome parts. The civilian version comes with an LED light bar. I'm not sure if the LEDs are included, but we will find that out. Comes with a ton of light buckets, lenses, both for the front and for the rear. Oh, there's actually also a G string included. This video will be completely laced with ultra lame jokes. There's a roof rack included, which I think will look nice once assembled. If it looks anything, again, like the picture on the box, then this will be a pretty cool item. A ton of different pieces of hardware also included over here. I'm not sure what those are going to do, but I guess we will figure that out once we start assembling this truck. A big bag over here with what looks like cross members, C-channel frame rails, so that's really, I think, nothing truly surprising over there. Shock hoops are included in this bag, and also body posts. I see a battery tray, and yeah, well, that's about it. Some bumper mounts. This bag over here, a ton of metal gears. Some, I wanted to call it wax, but I'm assuming that this white stuff over here is white grease. Some pivot balls. Those pivot balls, you can tell that those are plastic. So if you are a plastic pivot ball hater, then those pivot balls, of course, are a great thing to immediately toss out and replace with some stainless steel pivot balls. Also over here, some steering links and, of course, the axle housings. Some beadlock wheels. They look pretty utilitarian, if that is a word. So army style. Nothing really wrong there. Some transmission cases. Again, a ton of plastic parts, also a ton of gears included in this bag. And the only gear that I can really see being plastic is the spur gear, which I think is not a bad thing, seeing that the GMADE also goes for that approach. I think it's a good thing, because that way you have all of the strong gears inside the transmission case. If you are going to strip something out, then it is really easy to replace a plastic spur gear, no stress there. It also looks like a pinion is included. If that is not the case, you will definitely hear that once I have assembled this truck. This is something that I don't really get too enthusiastic with, because this seems like it is all packed nicely and separate, which of course is a great thing, but it also means that you kind of need to search your hardware with every step. So all of this stuff, most likely I will need to lay it out on the table, and then per step I will need to track and trace everything and see if I can find the right screw and the right bolt and the right nut to put inside of my GMADE truck. This bag, shocks, so shock shafts, aluminum shock bodies, plastic shock caps, also plastic adjustment rings. It seems like there are 4 similar springs included. If there are 2 different spring rates, of course you will hear it. Some links, aluminum links, these look pretty good. Those rod ends also look fine to me. Again, plastic pivot balls, if you want to upgrade that, immediately right out of the gate, then go ahead, order some stainless steel to immediately improve the appearance, but also the workings, the practical abilities of your trail truck, of your Buffalo Civilian or your Buffalo Soldier. These are inner fenders. A lot of new trucks, new work trucks come with inner fenders. I think Traxxas with their TRX4 that really started a trend. Before that you already had Night Custom starting that trend for the SCX10 version 2. Those 3D printed inner fenders of course were not for everybody because they really had a price tag attached to them. But right now every brand and their uncle and their auntie is including these with their trail trucks. Some drive shafts, looks okay, pretty coarse spline on them. Not sure how those yokes are, if that is plastic. Yeah, it feels cold, so it must be metal. If not, again, you will hear it. Some non-licensed, very stinky tires, very soft and sticky as well. Soft, sticky and stinky. So those I will put on the side. So those in combination with those sort of like army style wheels, I think they will look pretty cool because it is a very coarse thread pattern with a lot of grip on the side walls as well. Let's see, these are of course the tire foams, single stage, really nothing special. So pop these out and you have the softest glasses that you have ever seen. If you want to fall asleep halfway during the build with your head on the table, you can use these as well if you want to put some different foams in there. The body, this is a great looking body. So very scale, very much true to its full scale, full sized example, which is of course Chevrolet Blazer, a K-series square body. I think this looks really nice. It's maybe a bit of a shame that they didn't get a license, but then again, you know, them not getting a license also means that you're not paying for it. Same goes with the tires. This is a bit more of a budget truck. I will make sure that there's links to everything posted in the video description, also to this radio, all of those electronics. These sliders also look pretty nifty. It says what's left and what's right. So apart from that, of course, you have these instructions. I hope they're detailed, I hope they're clear. Most likely there's some hilarious translations in there, but I'm really looking forward to getting this truck built. This GMADE GS02F Buffalo assemble kit. Oh, and over here is the G-spot. That's of course also another of my lame jokes. Again, really cool looking pile of parts. I am looking forward to getting this truck assembled. I think that it looks pretty promising. Seeing that I also had a great building experience with my MST, I'm thinking this is like almost in the same range, also quality wise. This is one of the many bodies that I'm going to paint up this winter, but I will make sure that all of this stuff actually gets done before New Year's hits. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section and I will try to get back to you. If you have not subscribed yet, please do, because it is free. If you are subscribed and you wonder why you don't see any new videos appear, make sure that you hit the notifications bell. That way you get an email notification the minute I put out a new video. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, don't forget to hit the like button. That is always greatly appreciated. Links to everything, again, video description box, check it out. Also to my Facebook and Instagram, I will post some pictures of the building process because I'm pretty sure that it will be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye. Back on.